Hi! It's Halloween, guys!
It's Halloween.
It might be Halloween yesterday, but for us it's
Tomorrow.
So, Kiyoshi, more like Kihoshi.
At the Water Tribe, winter is coming. So welcome back to another episode of The Dutch Housewives.
Dutch Housewives!
Or should we say The Dutch Avatars today? So this year we wanted to channel some avatar power. You don't even see the blue that I'm wearing.
No. I'll be hard work.
Oh
yeah. We'll probably pop up a picture of us being avatars in our avatar stage. Aang has called. He fucked up some shit again, so he needs us.
And our advice is kill the bitch.
Kill the bitch.
Smack that bitch.
Yeah, so I'm channeling Avatar Kuruk, the waterbender that was very depressed and had the shortest lifespan because the previous avatar fucked him over.
And I'm the murderous lesbian Kiyoshi, okay?
Is she lesbian?
Lesbian presenting.
It's already the 7th episode.
The 7th episode.
Second to last.
We're almost finished with this season.
Yeah, can you believe?
I'm not ready for that,
No.
okay?
So this is the second week in a row that I have hair that I'm gonna whip the whole time.
Oh yeah, you were away last week.
Oh yeah, I wasn't here last week.
Mm-hmm.
But I was inspired by Farah to wear blue.
Yes.
So that's why I'm blue. Even though you can't see, so I'll just do it. So this week it's time for the Rusical.
Rusical.
I had given up hope that we would get one. After a preview last week, I was like, oh my god, it's time.
It's time.
It's time.
We're very excited.
Yeah.
So let's just get right into it.
Yeah. So we get back into the workroom and Chelsea has left the building. She was fired because we saw her duct tape. And that's a no-go.
It's a no-go, okay? We needed a pussycat wig underneath that
Something.
ensemble.
Or just a bald cap.
Or just a ball cap, yeah.
Or like Alien. Like a green bald cap.
She should have had that, like, alien headpiece from week 1
Yeah.
underneath that.
Exactly. Because that fits.
That's reasonable, right? Yeah.
Chelsea has left the building and their conclusion is that it's on this week.
It's on again.
Someone needs to go before they get to the finale.
We shall see.
We shall see.
We shall see.
So we get a little message from Rue. Rue's like, act like it. And everyone's like, oh no, another acting challenge. But oh no, it's much worse. Or much better. For us, it's much better. But for them, the kind of Everett, it's much worse. But we get the Rusical in honor of our actual queen, the leading lady, the first lady of Holland, Maxima.
Maxima!
Yeah, so she's originally from Argentina, which we'll get into later.
Yeah.
We first get the mini challenge, which is Poppenkast.
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 Pope.
We're doing the puppet challenge, and our word for puppetry, or whatever you call it in English, is Poppenkast, which literally means puppet closet.
Yep.
So there were some jokes about getting out of the closet and everything. So,
I mean...
duh. What else do you expect?
Yeah. We don't have a pit crew this week.
Yeah.
Only Fred.
I've even read some comments online like, you guys, where's the pit crew? And then they even make a comment out of it this time. Oh yeah, there is no pit crew.
They're self-aware. That's the first step.
Yeah, but I'm just like, why were they fired? They were in every episode in the beginning. Did they contract corona? Maybe one of them got ill and they were like, no! So we get to the puppet closet. Let's just call it that.
Puppet closet, yeah.
And first up is Janey, and she pulled out Envy.
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 That puppet looked so pale.
Yeah.
What was that? It looked paler than me. Now.
She literally looked I think even paler than the white girls.
Yeah. No, I think they used the same fabric as like Janey and Mama Queen.
What was that?
That was weird.
Yeah. So I thought Janey was funny.
Yeah, it was really, yeah.
It was all about their roots.
And also, like, she started out with
It was good. Yeah.
It was really good.
And then next up, that's all I'm going to say about it, basically. I mean, who are we to judge puppetry?
We do look like puppets right now, so...
I always use the wrong hand. I always use the one that's off screen. I'm like very emotive with this left hand, but you can't see it because I'm doing it.
Those nails, Water Tribe nails.
Water Tribe nails. They're done. So next up is Mama, and she's got Abby. And the funniest thing to me was the mini scissors. I was like, where did you find those? Do you just have those? Do you like cut your lashes with them?
Scissors are very handy for a drag queen to
Yeah, but
have.
that small? I haven't seen them that small. But I just thought it was really funny. Like, the look was spot on.
Yeah.
Wasn't as funny to me, but I mean, the effort was there.
Yeah. Very
For sure.
Abby though. yeah.
I mean, Abby thought it was hilarious.
She just likes looking at herself.
Ooh.
Relatable. I mean, same Abby. Okay.
She's just looking at herself in the screen.
Of course. Yeah.
She's not looking in the camera. She's looking past the camera.
Yeah, like,
Next up is Abby and Janey.
Janey.
Even though the card said it was Mama and Abby.
yeah.
I was like, girl, that's such a rookie mistake in editing.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, that you can't do that.
No.
Contrary to popular belief, it was Abby and Janey.
Yeah.
Mykonos.
Mykonos.
Yeah.
Are we not getting a reference? Mykonos? What?
The only time Janey said something about Mykonos was like episode 1. Or did she even say it on the show? Because I know that she and Sederginne had a show in Mykonos.
Oh, wow.
And I think they've mentioned it, but like not to a degree. Like if it was like every episode, like Envy's, then I would have gotten it. But it was like, does she talk about that behind the scenes a lot or something? Like,
why didn't she bring up the fight, between Abby and Janey?
exactly.
Like the schtinkin. Where was that?
Literally. I think Janey was like, oh, she's got so much material. Oh, she's using none of it.
No, yeah.
And then last but not least, we get Envy and Mama.
Mama.
That was funny.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Spot on. The jokes were really appropriate.
Real.
yeah.
Tea.
Even Mama agreed, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, love that.
And then basically Fred decides not to make any more decisions this season.
Yeah.
So he's like, you guys decide.
Yeah. He's tired.
From what?
He has a paid leave from judging while still being there.
That was a bit weird.
Yeah, why don't you just decide?
Most people vote for Envy because
Yeah.
she votes for herself too. I think with winning it's allowed, with losing it's not. Like, don't vote yourself out, but do vote yourself in.
Yeah, I mean confidence, yeah.
Right. So yeah, she wins and she gets to decide who gets which role for the Maxi challenge.
The Maxima challenge.
Ooh. Why didn't they use that?
Why didn't they use that? That's like a easy joke,
yeah.
okay?
Lost opportunity.
Oh.
But yeah, so Envy gets to decide, and this is like the most civil role assignment ever.
Yeah, I agreed with every role assigned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even though they were trying to edit it like, oh, we're going to be so shady, oh, we're going to be so mean. So you get the role you want.
Yeah, exactly. Envy did explain that she could have been shady, but
Yeah.
she did want to put something out there that's really good and that makes everyone looks good. So that
Yeah.
I like that.
She's like, I need to save this season. We need to secure a second season.
We don't need any more bombs, okay?
No.
No.
I think the casting was done well.
Yep.
Also clever that she avoided being the queen in the blue dress again because she's done that look already.
Yeah.
I fully agree with the casting.
Yeah.
So then we get to the rehearsals.
Rehearse.
Everyone's thirsting over a basic white guy, and I think that's the most eventful thing.
What are y'all seeing in Frank?
I mean, he has a good body.
He has a good body.
He's conventionally pretty.
He's very conventional pretty.
You can tell they've been in quarantine.
Yeah, the thirst is real. So yeah, this is the first time that they brought in choreographers. No, that's not true.
Well, the last time it was folk.
Vogue, yeah.
This is like a different style of dance, so...
Yeah. And the choreographers were in the main stage, so that's the first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see them actually dancing what they've learned this time.
Yeah.
Instead
yeah.
of just walking up to the camera and be like,
Oh, I'm doing voguing. Voguing with my eyes.
Also, kind of side note, we'll discuss the history of Maxima during the challenge, but don't take this as history, because they took liberties. Let's just say that. They took some
the
liberties.
Statue of Liberty with this one.
Yeah.
That was like completely off script from reality.
But it was fun.
It was fun. When Janey and Mama were talking to each other, they were watching Envy rehearse her choreography, and they were like scheming a little bit.
Oh yeah, they said like, we gotta send this home.
We gotta send this home, and I think we'll get into that later.
You think?
I think.
You think? I know. I can see the future. with my water bag.
That was your Halloween costume 2 years ago.
Oh.
She was a see a future.
I see a future.
I am the future.
You're literally the past. There's like 3 avatars after you. 4 after me, because
I mean, I'm still being like continued by Kyoshi warriors. Okay, they are uplifting my legacy. Legacy.
Yeah, so they go prep. Their own prep. Yeah, basically they discuss who's feeling secure in this challenge. And Viggo's like, I have a lot of wins under my belt, so I should be fine. And then Janey's like, well, Sederginne and Chelsea were top, gone.
Yeah.
And that's tea.
No one is safe, okay?
If you bomb 1 week, you're out.
Track record doesn't really count here
Yeah.
in this season.
I mean, I still wouldn't worry if I were her because she's literally being probed to be the winner from the start.
Yeah. But also for Envy, it's such a high pressure for her because she can do one slip up and then they can read her to fill.
Yeah.
Because she is so perfect, you know? The pressure is on for her every week.
So we get to the montage.
Montage.
The montage.
The montage.
Le montage.
Le montage. That's not Dutch, though. Just kidding.
Don't think that. No.
What is main stage in Dutch?
Hoofdpodium.
Hoofdpodium.
Toch?
Yeah, but also like hoofdcatwalk.
The catwalk.
The catwalk.
The catwalk.
It's so weird that our word for runway is catwalk.
I mean, in English that's the same. You have the runway and the catwalk. But catwalk is like older.
Yeah.
You know what's also weird? Our word for lip sync is playback.
Yeah, playback.
Yeah, we Dutchify the playbacker.
Playbacker. Yeah, it's...
But it's an English loan word, but I've never heard anyone say that in English.
Yeah.
Because they play it back and then lip sync.
It kind of makes sense.
So Fred walks out to the main stage. Lovely floral dress.
Yes.
I really like this look, but I'm not sure if I liked it on Fred.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, the hair was really pretty.
Yeah.
Very like Ariana Grande-esque. But I'm not sure if it really fits the face of Fred.
Yeah.
With the face of Fred.
It was more like for his daughter,
Yeah.
if he had one. It was too teeny for me.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah. Kind of like Teen Vogue.
Teen Vogue.
And we need Vogue.
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 But it was a good look. I loved it. I loved
Yeah.
the dress.
Yeah, yeah.
The pink and yellow. Let's go.
Good, yeah. And then we pan to Nikki Plessa with that. What kind of hairdo is that? What kind of Sirosho gone wrong hairdo is that? Okay. Is that how you pronounce her name?
Sirosho.
Sirosho.
I think. The klemtone
The Glamto.
is on the first syllable.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sirosho gone wrong.
I literally felt like that meme from Scary Movie. Like, whoa! That's some scary shit.
We've used that before.
Yeah, that's how I saw the hair and I was like, no.
No, I don't know why. It just really did not work.
Yeah, no.
It looked like a 80s rock band lead.
Yeah.
Like, not the good kind. And then Roxana Haas, she already...
You know her. She's a recurring judge. Love the orange dress.
Yeah.
And then last, but definitely not least, we got Etcilia Rumley.
Etcilia!
The queen. I'm so upset that they didn't do a song by Etcilia Rumley. She has so many good songs. Twice she's been to Eurovision.
Yeah.
I wanted to see one of those songs.
And that would have been a Dutch song as well.
Yeah.
So, missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, oh, she's gorgeous. Does she age?
She can't age.
She's been this gorgeous as long as I've been alive and known about her, which is a long time. Because I was like a child when she participated in Eurovision. I was a child.
Yeah, it was in the 2000s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember which year exactly, but her song in '98 was Hemel en Aarde, which was like still one of my favorite Eurovision songs for the Netherlands.
It's still a fan favorite, right?
Yeah, it still is. Yeah. Internationally.
Yeah. But hey, she will also return to Eurovision next year, so we're excited to see that.
We've had 2 Eurovision hosts as guests.
Oh, yeah.
Because we had Nikki. And we'll get Nikki again next episode. Yeah, but yeah, Etcilia, superstar, sweetheart. Let's go. Love her.
Let's go. Yeah, she's so sweet.
So then,
we get to the main Maxima challenge.
the Maxima musical.
Maxima musical.
Let's go. So first we get a little introduction because she's from Argentina.
Don't cry for her.
Yeah, our queen is not from the Netherlands.
Yeah.
We love some internationality. Let's go. And I think they touched upon her parents because her dad was kind of like a scandal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't miss that.
He was like a criminal or something? Or he was accused of something and like the case wasn't settled? I don't remember this right. Sorry. I'm supposed to teach you these things.
We're going to fact check this.
Yeah. He was not allowed to be at the wedding by our government. They were like, is he going to be at the wedding? Because we can't really allow that. So he basically contributed to a regime that we disapprove of. It became kind of like a heavy political discussion when they wanted her dad to be at her wedding. Because, like, can we have an unconvicted criminal, basically, that worked in a regime that we don't agree with?
Yeah.
Be at our wedding? And also, like, some people were like, can she be our queen? Because she's from an iffy family.
Yeah.
In that respect.
I mean, in general, there's a lot of, like, mixed emotions about her being our queen, basically, for multiple reasons.
Yeah.
There was also, I think, once where she made a statement that she felt a bit lost trying to find her Dutch identity, and that was also a very controversial interview or statement. I'm not sure what she said.
Yeah, but I mean, it's really hard as an outsider to come into a Dutch group and to really find your footing.
Yeah.
I've heard this numerous times. I also kind of see it as someone that's internationally minded and mostly hangs out with international people. We see that too, that it's really hard to get into a Dutch group to be part of the in-group.
Yes.
So to find your Dutch identity is hard.
And then especially as a queen.
Especially as a queen.
You're the face of our whole country.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
But she succeeded.
She succeeded. Yeah.
And they kind of parody that in the musical.
Yeah.
With how she... But, let's go. We first got that introduction that I just mentioned like 10 hours ago. And then we first get Maxima, the student, played by Abby. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This was amazing.
Yeah. The choreo.
She did really well. She lip-synced really well. I think this was her week. Like, she did really well. This is, like, the best we've seen from Abby so far.
Yeah. The lip-sync was also quite spot on.
Yeah.
Everything was to the Maxima.
Hey. And then we get another little intro for the second act, which kind of broke the flow for me.
Yeah.
But then again, this information is not known to a lot of Dutch people even.
But I mean, you should incorporate that in the act, you know?
Yeah.
Like what RuPaul's Drag Race does, where like they have the queen introduce themselves or their era, you know?
Yeah.
So I think if that were be the case, it
Yeah.
would be much better.
Yeah, that could have been like a spoken lip sync.
Yeah.
Where they walk on stage like, and after
Yeah.
arriving in the Netherlands,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
ooh, and dance to the Maxima. Something like that. Like that could have worked. And I think that would have worked better.
Yeah.
Especially because Fred was just standing there with his headband in. I was like,
Yeah.
it's not glamorous enough for this Rusical.
No.
But yeah, here they're making puns about him being overweight and drinking a lot. When he was a student, he got this nickname called Prins Pils, which literally just means the Prince of Pilser.
Beer.
Pilsner. I don't know what the English word is, but I think something similar. Because he was drinking beer all the time and he was a student and people were like saying like, oh, he's never gonna find a princess. If you're not from a monarchy, like this is gonna be like the weirdest like we're Genovia or something. Like, oh no, the king is too ugly and too alcoholic to find a queen. How are we gonna solve this? See it in part 2. But they kind of jab at that, and then he got engaged to Maxima, and everyone was like, her? How did he do that?
Yeah. So they kind of played into that idea where Maxima was kind of seducing him.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I want your power.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
As if she seduced him.
Yeah.
To get, like, power.
To get power.
And then we have the second act with Janey as Maxima the seductress.
The seductress. With some tango realness.
Girl.
That was so good.
It was so good.
It was so good.
This is my favorite section. This was so good.
I love that we get to see the dancing queen, Janey. Like, we haven't seen her in a lot of dancing action or like motion action past couple of weeks. So it's really good to see that. And I'm also kind of a dance queen. Still a beginner, but like, okay. But I know it's so hard to have all the movements executed in such a way that's very like bam, 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 snappy, snappy.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of energy to look very like strong with your movements.
Yeah.
And she did that the whole way through.
Every moment where she stood still and like struck a pose, it was perfection.
Like when she got to the
With the
floor,
one leg out.
with the leg, That's so hard to do, especially if you want to do it like very snappy and very like boom, boom, boom.
And especially to get up after.
Yeah.
This is so good.
So kudos to you.
So we get another intro. What I wanted to add that, I don't know why I wanted to add this, but I'm gonna add this anyway. So basically, we've been a land of queens. Because when the kingdom started, we had 3 kings in a row, I'll call Willem.
Yeah.
Willem.
And
then we had 3 queens in succession. Actually 4 if you count like Queen Emma. But we had 3 or 4 queens, depending on how you look at it. So we felt like a land of queens. We got really used to having queens. And then suddenly we get this unglamorous king. So we always joke about that we're the land of queens. We care more about the queen than the king. And they kind of poke at that as well. Like, no one cares about Willem Alexander. We care about Maxima. And that's true. When I saw them in the city, like they visited Groningen once, and I saw them drive by, and I was like, oh my god, I saw Maxima. I'm so excited. I saw Maxima. And everyone was like, was she alone? I was like, no, the king was there too. But I was like, Maxima.
But she had that presence because I also once saw her in Utrecht. And I was like, oh, I first saw her and then like saw
the king's there too.
The king's there too. Yeah.
But good news, they have 3 daughters. So we're ensured that we'll get a queen after this.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like we touched upon just now, Maxima had issues trying to fit in with the Dutch people. And that's also what we're going to discuss with Envy's bit. So basically, Maxima needs to find a way to sell herself to the Dutch people because Dutch people are stubborn, don't like to accept new things.
Don't even start with that.
So she comes up with a scheme to become influential queen.
Influencer queen.
She participated with James Charles' next influencer.
New collaboration.
Yeah.
We see the makeup.
The entire bit that Envy is doing, she's the consciousness of Janey in this next bit. And it's all about their wedding day. That is the day she really entered the hearts of a lot of people because it was televised. And it was amazing. Like everyone tuned in, everyone was watching, and then the camera zoomed in on her face. And one gorgeous tear fell down her cheek. And everyone was in love. Yeah. Everyone talked about it. It was in the newspapers. The tear. Yeah. The tear. Oh my god, the tear.
Yeah. Cinematic moment.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful wedding. And that's when everyone was like, oh, Maxima.
Yeah. They tried to reenact that moment. But like I did not see any tear, and it goes to show that Janey's setting spray is really doing her good.
Again,
it's waterproof. Okay, it was like no difference.
Literally. So Envy did well.
Yeah,
I think she did well. She had the lip sync down. She emoted well, but there was something missing. I agreed with the judges. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, there was something missing, and I'm quite debating if it was her or it was the setup because her setup was only 2 people on stage.
Yeah.
And then at the end, of course, it was with Janey and Abby. But it felt like she had to pull through a lot. Yeah. And she had to put the spotlight on her. So she did well, but I kind of agreed it lacked something. Yeah. Not sure if it was her or it was the...
And also, for me, the story didn't work for me for her because she almost seemed the mother of the bride. Yeah. Especially also with her outfit, it was more mature. So it almost came across as if she was Maxima's mom. Maxima.
Maybe that's the conscious of Maxima. Her mom saying, her mom talking to her. Yeah, I don't know.
So perhaps that was odd. Perhaps that nipped it in the butt.
Also, they really played in with the moment on TV where Maxima called our kingdom.
Oh, yeah. So the subtitles, what did it say? Like, dense. Yeah. No, she was like, hij is een beetje dom.
Hij is een beetje dom, yeah.
It means he's a little bit stupid.
Stupid, yeah.
I don't know anymore what he did. I think this was about his past. And she was like, yeah, he's a bit stupid. He'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
It was all over the news, like this foreign queen. She's saying this about our king. But everyone was like, but he is though. I mean, thank God that we can criticize our king. Even the queen did it.
I mean, hey.
Yeah.
Can't criticize your king. How in the hell you can...
Criticize yourself.
Yeah.
And then we go into Maxima number 4. Mama Queen, Mama Maxima,
Maxima.
the queen after their coronation. So right about now, yeah, it's about staging a coup.
Yeah, this was not historically correct at all.
Yeah, so what we should explain. So you have the title king. That can be for a woman or a man. When it's a woman that's king, we call her a queen, but then her husband will not be king, because that's the highest title. We don't do that. So he's a prince. I think the same goes for Britain. Queen Elizabeth, but Prince Philip. She wants the title of king and queen. So to get that, she needs to be the king, and there can be a king for her to be king and queen.
Yeah, the head in charge.
Yeah, so he has to go. That's basically what it boils down to. And then we get to the coup, and I think it was funny.
It was funny.
And then it was suddenly about becoming president in America and leaving behind the Netherlands. And I thought, like, but narratively, we've just been building up to the climax where the Netherlands is all she wanted to rule. And then suddenly the American flags.
Yeah.
We were like looking at each other like, what's going on? Did Rue write this? Like, is the ultimate price for a European to go to America? Because it's not.
We're fine just being here.
Because also, like, the Vivian's Prize in the UK, the winner of the UK, sorry if I spoiled that, but you should have watched it by now, was to go to America.
Yeah, and the series was about her going to America, yeah.
And I'm like, to an American, is that the ultimate price for a European? To go to America?
It's a very, like, traditional view, you know, like, oh, if you want to make it, you need to go to America.
Yeah, but that was 50 years ago.
That was 50 years ago.
And we all moved to Canada.
Yeah.
The Dutch people.
It was weird.
Yeah, it was weird. Weird ending to an amazing Rusical.
Yeah, and narratively really did not make any sense.
Yeah.
Also, like, the whole, like, creative liberty of her being, like, a tyrant.
I mean, it was funny until the point she went to America.
Yeah.
Like, I could have accepted that creative liberty, but then when she wanted to be president because the orange bonbon could do it.
Also, do you really want to take on the responsibility of ruling America?
If you gotta fix that.
I don't think anyone wants that.
We've got enough issues here.
Yeah, so let's just focus on Europe or, the Netherlands.
Let's turn it back to Mama Queen, who actually played the song before we continue. I think she did all right. She looked the part. I think blue was really beautiful on her. I don't think we've seen her in blue.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. At least not a royal blue. And this blue was gorgeous on her. She should do that more.
Yeah.
But the performance, I want to call it a little bit lackluster.
Yeah, she was serving more of a fierce face, like, and I needed to be more. I needed to have, like, a range of emotions, because I think she kind of missed some jokes because of that.
Yeah,
like some jokes did not land because she was just serving you. Like, it didn't really work for me.
Her energy didn't match the energy of the singer. And that's so important to match that, because otherwise it just looks like you're lip syncing and it should look like you're performing.
During the rehearsal, she was so much better.
Yeah.
I feel like.
That was weird.
That's
the Rusical for you. The first ever Dutch Rusical.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, it was very varied. We had, like, a dancing bit and also, like, a lesser dancing bit.
Yeah.
Also, like, a lot of facial emotions.
Yeah.
So it was good.
And, like, especially after the last dance challenge, since that bombed so much, I was worried.
Yeah.
So I'm happy this worked out.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And what do you think about, like, the Dutch language and singing?
Yeah, finally. We finally saw them lip sync to Dutch.
Yeah.
So, let's go to the main stage.
We
have not 3. Wait, we do have 3 looks per person. We have not 1. Not 2, but 3. 3 looks per person.
So, like, they had to cram, like, 2 episodes in one with challenges. The ball as well. Can you believe?
Can you believe? I'm so happy we got a ball, though.
Yeah, it would have felt empty if we hadn't had one. Yeah. The theme was red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
And they had to, like, incorporate those colors throughout the whole ball.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've already seen that before, of course, with the promo looks. And now I'm like, okay, we get it. Red, white, and blue. That's our color.
We've got a flag.
We got a flag. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it also felt like a royal challenge, basically. Again.
It's like the 1,000th time that we had, like, a royal challenge, it feels like.
Yeah.
That's so good, Runway.
Yeah. So let's just go through everyone individually and discuss their 3 looks together, because that's what I feel is most important. First up, we have Envy.
Envy.
So her first look was swimwear. It had a really cool water effect.
Yeah.
It looked really good.
It looked really good, but we've seen that before.
We have seen it before.
Yeah, and I really liked the water effect. My problem with this swimwear look is that the swimsuit itself felt a bit generic to me. It was just a white swimsuit with like a red belt. I needed more from MB.
I getcha.
Yeah.
So and then we get the cocktail dress. I really loved that both her bust and nether region were the same kind of glitter silver. That really matched it together. It was almost like there was a silver bathing suit underneath, and she was like, my skinny dip glitter.
The hair was so good. It was like a hair hat, basically. Yeah, we've seen that before, but it's still very impressive.
Yeah. And then last but not least, she's wearing Abby's neck dress. That's what I'm calling it.
Abby's neck dress.
What if Abby's necklace was a dress? That's what she's wearing.
Yeah.
I also think this is good, but like my problem with all three of them is that they didn't wow me.
Yeah.
And it might be because before the drag race started, we mostly followed her on Instagram. So we've seen a lot of her looks. This one didn't surprise us as much as the previous ones.
Yeah.
Perhaps that's the issue. But I wasn't wowed by all of them. Like, they were all good. They were detailed. But something's missing for me. And I'm not sure what it is. Like, I can't put my finger on it.
It's safe. I think that's it. It's safe. And yes, of course, it's very hard to wow the judges and us, the viewers, every week. I mean, she made it hard for herself, constantly being in the top. Like, we expect so much. Like, we expect the world from her, basically. Yeah. So,
it's like Nikki said. Yeah. You've put the bar up so high for yourself. You need to wow them every single time.
Yeah, and that's hard to do. And I think that's why it fell a bit flat. It felt like there were only safe choices, basically. Yeah.
But I mean, though, like with the last look as well, the boots were amazing. The makeup was immaculate.
The boots was
so
my
good.
Favorite part.
Yeah.
It was like, bam, Angelina Jolie leg moment.
It was good, but safe.
Good, safe. Yeah.
Next up is Mama Queen.
Mama Queen.
Her swimwear is a burlesque glitter suit, basically. I loved it.
I loved the styling.
It looked really good.
Yeah.
But I do have to agree, the tights were kind of grey. They didn't match the body.
I at first did not see that, but I think I'm blind. I'm still like, the eye is still sore. After you've mentioned it and the judges, and after rewatching it for the second time, I was like, oh, yeah, it was also a bit yellow, kind of.
It was grey to me, like greyish.
Grey yellowish.
Duff.
It just did not really match her skin tone, which is sad, but also very hard to do. Like,
it is, yeah. Sure.
To match your skin tone.
Yeah.
I can't even do that.
And then next up, we have the cocktail dress, the Mamartini.
I love the jewels that she was wearing.
I didn't.
You didn't?
But I love the jewels, but not together with the outfit.
Yeah.
Because it was very white and red, and then the pink kind of didn't match. The red was so bold that the softness of the pink didn't match for me.
I also felt like the jewels did not really scream cocktail for me.
I love the jewels.
To me, cocktail feels more like an understated kind of like classy, you know? Like where it's just a really short dress and like have a cocktail with like one accent piece of a jewel. Yeah. But nonetheless, like the jewels really look good.
They look good.
They look good. Also, like the way she styled it, she kind of looked a bit like Asian-esque to me. That makes sense.
No.
I don't know, I felt that vibe. Like I was like, oh, okay, Asian-esque.
It takes one to know one. And then last but not least, we get the evening gown. And I love this. It was a reference to several previous looks of her.
Yeah.
We got the heart from the first episode, the corset from the promo look.
Yeah.
And I think this was one of her best makeups. Makeups. As a noun. Yeah, she did it really well. She looked lovely.
The blue was so good. Like, blue is your color. Use it more often. It kind of felt like a bit Madonna-esque somehow.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like with the jewels and like the big kind of like crystals. Felt kind of Madonna-esque meets Marie Antoinette.
I think overall, she did hit most marks.
Yeah.
So next up is Abby. Oh
my god.
So first she walks out in punk hair and the coat from the promo look.
Oh, yeah.
Then she whips it off and reveals a good look. I really don't understand the punk hair in the beginning because
it didn't make sense. Like, why was there a reveal? Just start up with your long hair.
Yeah.
I think maybe she thought that the look with the long hair was a bit boring.
I mean, we've seen the kind of outfit from her before, but I do like it more without the coat and the hair.
Yeah, the reveal just did not make sense. No.
I do like the bathing suit that was underneath.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good. And then we get the cocktail dress, and she is a stewardess.
Yeah.
Steward Abby.
I was a bit confused because I kind of really didn't see the cocktail aspect. I don't really associate stewards with cocktails.
But it's literally a cocktail dress. I really love this one. And I saw the stewardess in it. And it had a really good cocktail moment.
Yeah,
it's like post-flight. Like, I'm gonna have a martini before I'm gonna fly out there. Yeah. I don't think that's allowed, but still.
I mean, what she wanted to serve was successful. Like, I immediately got the stewardess, but to me, I don't really have that association to cocktail parties.
Well, that's on you then.
It was giving you very, like, a toxic Britney Spears with the styling.
Yeah.
Which I really like.
Yeah. And then next up is her evening gown. I love that. It was red, white, and blue in the most literal sense in concession. But it was good.
It was good.
I think this might be one. Is this the first time she wore an updo?
Yeah.
Short up hair?
I think she wore this hair during the dance challenge.
Oh, yeah. I love that. No, that was black. I think that was black.
Oh, that was black. No, you're right.
But I love that look on her. And now she's doing it again with the crown. It looks so good on her.
So good.
So good on her. I think she should work more with shorter hair.
Yeah.
Because we see the long wavy hair a lot and it's beautiful, but I think this is the best Abby has looked all season.
I agree. Yeah.
This was my favorite look from her.
I really like this dress. I really like the shape. She has a small face, so small faces usually can really pull off short hair. I mean, like, with my face, I can't pull it off, okay? But Abby, she can do that.
And then we get to Janey, last but definitely not least. She walks in, she's wrapped in the Dutch flag. Stop. Gorgeous.
She was wrapped in the Dutch flag, and then she revealed her merch line.
As a towel. This was good. This was really good.
It was so good. And we immediately get the fantasy that she was serving. The blonde beach fantasy. Pamela Anderson is shaking. Okay. I love the wet hair on her.
It was just
to the natural.
T. To the T, it was perfect. Am I straight now? Then we get the cocktail dress. It was like, again, the Dutch flag, and then like wrapped around her like she was a beautiful, delicious apple pie. Also, this just worked. Yeah. It was really good.
The design of the stripes are so intricate, and it really had such a nice balance to it. It felt, I think, perfect.
Yeah,
it was flawless.
I don't think I have any bad remarks in my entire review notes section.
Yeah, it was so good.
Last, but definitely not least. It was definitely last, but not the least. She walks in, draped to the T. It's so nationalistic that people start singing the Dutch anthem spontaneously. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Draped to the T. Dutch colors. Very, very saturated colors. I loved it so much. This might also be my favorite look from Janey ever. Yeah. This was so good. That's her coronation dress.
Yeah, oh my god.
And like she said, it was very pageant. So good.
It was so good. I have no comments.
Yeah.
It was just that good, okay?
And my favorite comment about her dress was rood wit wow.
Wait, who said that?
I don't remember. One of the judges said that, rood wit wow. Red, white, and blue in Dutch is rood wit blauw. And then rood wit wow. That was the pun.
It rhymes. Yeah. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my favorite comment because that's basically sums it up. What I loved about Janey was that they were like Pokemon evolutions.
Yeah.
She was like Togepi. It was like 3 consecutive looks. They evolved with each other. They looked like they were from one collection. And since we had one theme in 3 different outfits, I love that they were a collection.
It makes sense.
This is how I would have interpreted the challenge. Or how I would have liked to have seen it.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good.
She murdered this week.
Yeah, she was like, Envy, you can't have another win. So I'm going to put my best out there. And oh boy, it was her best. Stop.
Delivery.
Deliver. So we have had all the outfits. We've had the Rusical. So we get another question from Fred Paul. And he's like, who do you think should go?
It was out of the blue. It was like, Envy, you look so gorgeous. Now who should go? Who should go home?
So yeah, Envy and Janey both go on track record. So they say Abby because she's been in the bottom since week 2. Which I get. Like, I think I would have also gone on track record. Like, at this point, going into a finale, I would have gone on track record. I think that's fair.
Despite Abby kind of killing this week.
Yeah. And also last week she did better.
Yeah.
But for me, that's a little bit too late. Also because I feel like a lot of people feel like she overstayed her welcome already.
Mm.
I love that she's doing better now, but I'm like, we would have had to have seen this more consistently over the entire season. And it's like, I love Abby.
Yeah.
But if I look at the track record,
yep,
it seems most logical for her to go.
Yep. I mean, it's still very hard for Envy to say, and she had to really be honest and say her sister again.
Yeah, again.
But it does make sense.
Yeah. And then Mama says Envy because she's basing it on friendship.
The gag.
It suddenly is RuPaul's best friend race.
This is like the scheme, I think, that she was planning a little bit. Maybe, like, allegedly. Okay.
I don't think they were.
Don't take my words as truth, but...
She was just like, she's won everything already, so let's just send her home and give someone else a crack.
The phrasing of her choosing Envy, it was a bit weird.
Yeah, it sounded like, we're not friends, so you need to go.
Yeah. I would have picked, like, a different reason.
Yeah.
Because you can definitely say Envy, but...
for different reasons.
For different reasons.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, it's her truth and it's her decision. So,
yeah. And then, lastly, Abby avoids the question entirely and isn't told off by Fred, which I kind of expected.
Yeah.
Rue would be like, no, girl, you need to say a name. This is not congeniality.
No.
Honey.
We don't have that price for this season, probably. So, no. If I'm being very frank, honest, I think Abby had her own name in her mind, but she couldn't really say her own name. She could have said a different name.
Yeah, like I would have taken any name.
Yeah, any name.
Except for herself, because I hate someone who calls her out.
Yeah.
So we get to the results. Janey wins this episode. She's the first finalist of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yes.
Holland, Netherlands.
Congratulations.
So deserved.
So deserved. As we said, you murdered this episode.
This was so deserved. Like, going into the competition, I thought immediately Janey and Envy, they're going to be the finalists to watch. They're going to be in that finale, and it's going to be between them to win this.
Yes.
And look at here, because Envy's safe. Thank God. The two of them are safe, get to be in the finale, and I wholeheartedly agree. They've pushed their own limits. They've been vulnerable. They've given us gag-worthy looks. It's deserved. Yeah. It's really deserved.
There's just such a polish to both of them, and in such a different way. I really love seeing them in the finale, and
Congrats.
Congratulations, you two.
Yeah. And then we get a lip sync between Abby, oh my god, and Mama. We were like, okay, this is going to be interesting because Mama only has one win and the judges don't really understand her, and Abby has no wins and has been in the bottom a lot. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting who's going to be going.
And also who is going to be taking the third spot in the finale.
And then we get to the lip sync, and it was bad. I really did not enjoy this lip sync. It lacked energy, it lacked conviction. It didn't seem like two people fighting for their place in the finale, the third place in the finale. And I agree with Fred that it was impossible to make a decision. And I wholeheartedly, legitimately thought it was going to be a double sachet.
Double sachet! That would have been such a gag.
Yeah, I really thought like we're going to go into this finale with two people.
Especially when Fred said both of their names and not even like saying who is safe. So I'm like, oh, are we gonna see this actually happening?
Yeah.
And then he said, Shantae, you both stay.
Yeah. I have thoughts. And feelings about that. I agree with what Janey said, that if you have bombed so many times, even though you've won every lip sync you've done, I really think that you should have been pushing it to the max and to be a full contender to be the first representative of Drag Race Holland. I totally agree that Envy and Janey did that. Mama bombed a little bit more, but still I felt like she deserved it.
Yeah.
But this lip sync was just so poorly executed that I really thought, okay, both of them are gone. Yeah, I think it's sad that Fred didn't make a decision here.
Yeah, that also felt a bit like
Empty.
It felt like we left on a sour note. It was such a good episode, but then the finale and the decision of who was going to the finale, it felt a bit bittersweet. And the thing is, like, I really adore them all. Like, of course, we adore all the queens of this cast, and I want what's best for them.
Yeah, like, this is not personal. This is just competition-wise, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Exactly, yeah. And also, like, please don't send them any hate. As we said before, it was not their decision to be in the finale, even though they bombed the lip sync.
Yeah.
It was Fred's decision. And also, don't send hate to Fred.
Yeah.
Just
no one deserves hate.
No.
Keep that opinion to yourself. Give feedback, that's all.
Yeah.
And also, because next week, we're going to have 4 of them perform in a team number with the same 2 choreographers for the win. It kind of feels like we're going to repeat the same episode, and in 8 episodes, that's kind of like ridiculous.
That was weird.
So yeah.
I mean, I am very excited still to watch this episode because it looks like we're going to start out with some drama.
There's going to be drama, but I mean, duh. Because it's very obvious that Janey and Envy, they fought very hard for this place in the finale, and then to just casually grant it to Abby as well, who bombed several episodes.
Yeah.
It just feels wrong.
Yeah.
It almost illegitimizes their success in this episode.
Yeah. It felt like they had different tickets to the finale. Yeah.
So what do you think? Do you agree?
Yeah.
Did you feel that either Abby or Mama had to go? Or do you agree that you were expecting a double sachet? How would you feel about that? Wouldn't that have been gag-worthy if we went to do the finale, which is 2 queens?
Yeah. And also, it did make sense. It would have been a double sachet that actually made sense, and that they wouldn't do it for the gag of it, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, so how do you feel about that? Yeah. We want to know. And also, are you hashtag Team Envy, hashtag Team Janey, hashtag Team Mama, or hashtag Team Abby? We want to know. Put it down in the comments. We want to know.
Put it down, okay?
Put it down there.
Yeah.
So we're very excited to see what's going to happen next week. Is Janey able to defeat the queen with the most wins? Or is Envy the projected winner that we all thought was going to happen?
Still deserve.
Either or.
Yeah.
I don't see Mama or Abby winning. So drink loads of water.
Lots of water.
And mentally prepare yourself for next week because it's going to be wild.
Also, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Oh, but be safe.
Don't party.
Don't party. We also party at home, okay?
Yeah, do it via Zoom.
Exactly. Do a photo shoot like we're gonna do after this.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
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 Avatar out.
Could have gone wild.
I mean, he was the party avatar.
And he was also depressed. So,
yeah, relatable.
Relatable content for 2020.
Kuruk is 2020 avatar.